Update 223 has just arrived for Payday 2, containing some pretty cool new features, a new enemy type, and also some new free cosmetics. So as always, it's time to break it all down and give my thoughts on it. Hey everyone, what is going on? My name's Sharpshooter Live, and welcome back to the channel. In today's Payday 2 video, we're breaking down everything new in the latest game updates, including the paid DLC and free cosmetics that you can now access in the latest update to Payday 2. As you all know by now, I normally shout out my Twitch streams and also a giveaway at the start of these updates because I normally have DLC codes to give away, and I'm also going to be playing the update live on stream. But this time, it's just that little bit better. Let's start with the giveaway first. Usually I have one of the Midland bundle DLC packs to give away with each of these updates. It contains the previous two DLCs, the Southbound Tail Pack and the McShay Weapon Pack, as well as today's new Midland Ranch Heist. But today, I've got two to give away. One via the usual giveaway link, and one being on my Twitch stream live tonight at twitch.tv/RedArcherLive at 7 PM BST, that's UK time. But that's not all, because watching your favourite streamers play Payday 2, and for the first few days it's just the Overkill partners, more on that a little bit later, you'll be able to get some exclusive content for Payday 2 on PC via something called Twitch Drops. You might have heard of it, but either way, I will explain all the details later. You will just get some free cosmetics for Payday 2 if you watch your favourite streamers play in the game. It is pretty cool, and I'm hoping I'll see some of you over on my Twitch stream to claim that as a prize later on tonight. So make sure you check out the giveaway link in the description and check out my stream tonight at 7 PM BST. And as always, thank you very much to Overkill for giving me early access to this update so I can talk about it in a more general perspective and give my overall thoughts on the update as it's just come out, so you guys can know what to expect. I really do appreciate it. It is an early access build, however, and I did spot some occasional bugs in the heist because it was an early access build. So if you see anything a bit murky on the screen where you think that doesn't seem quite right, remember it's early access, so there might be a few more bugs than you get at launch. But either way, enough gabbing from me. Let's get right into the main part of the video. Roll the intro. So today's update has three main components. We have the heist, we have the new enemy, and we have the free cosmetics, which in itself is broken into two parts. Let's start off first with the DLC, the heist, the Midland Ranch Heist. This is our first heist in what will presumably be a four-part campaign called Texas Heat, and it involves arms dealer Gemma McShay of the McShay Weapon Pack hiring us to steal some prototype weapons from a fellow gunrunner by the name of Esteban Santiago. All of his guns are being kept on a ranch in Texas, so we've got to break in, steal the weapons, as well as find out more information about his employer that will no doubt tie into the rest of the heists of this campaign. As always, these heists can be done in stealth or loud. I haven't actually had time to finish a stealth playthrough yet. I've not had time with the gameplay, and I've also just been struggling a little bit to get it done. Sometimes I'm just not very good at these heists at launch, but I will be giving a go of it on my stream tonight, so we'll see if I can get a solo stealth playthrough done then. But as per usual, the objectives are somewhat similar between loud and stealth, so let's talk about the loud version, because that's the one I've got a bit more experience with. And despite Overkill seemingly just wants to make as many weapons dealers as they want, I mean, we've had Gage, the Butcher, Gao Feng, Gemma McShay. It feels like we're just collecting the Infinity Stones of weapons dealers at this point. I really do like this heist. The premise seemed quite simple when I first heard about it, just stealing some weapons from a ranch. I thought, okay, maybe there's not really anything that special there, but the gameplay is really good. So first, let's talk about the map design. So the ranch itself is quite an expansive map. There are several different buildings within the ranch. There's the main property, which is really well designed in the interior. I just really like the way the whole thing looks. You've got several different barns with weapon workshops, locked off grates you can drill open to get extra weapon parts, which I'll get to in a second, and some loot bags. And also several places you can put turrets down. You can use turrets for the first time in Payday 2, that being actual handheld ones as opposed to the little ones you can put on the floor. And you've also got a new vehicle, the golf cart, that you can drive around the map to make things a little bit more accessible. And let me tell you, that's something well worth talking about separately in just a minute. The key objectives, though, are first off to break into Esteban's own property, get into his office and steal his laptop, or hack into it, depending on whether you go in loud or stealth. And you need to basically get into the laptop. That will provide Gemma McShay with the information needed to find out Esteban Santiago's employer. And like I said, we'll no doubt carry on into future heists in the Texas Heat campaign. After that, it's all about looting the property, and you've got to get a certain amount of weapon bags from all around the ranch. There are tons of weapon loot bags scattered across the map in different buildings, most of them behind those little fence grate doors that you put a drill on for a minute, it doesn't break, and it opens it up. The last time we saw those I can remember was Border Crossing in Silk Road. Probably been more recent than that, but that's the first thing that comes to mind for me. But while you're on the search for these weapon bags, you can actually start picking up weapon parts and building your own weapon loot bags. No, that's not a joke. You can actually make your own loot bags in this heist in a kind of almost a cook-offy sense, but not quite in the same way because there's nowhere near as much hassle involved. Because across the map, you have got these crowbar-required crates that you can open up. They've either got a red circle on, a green triangle, a blue cross, basically just different kinds of coloured shapes on them, and within them are different weapon parts, weapon stocks, weapon barrels, weapon receivers. And when you get one of each of those three parts and go to an appropriate workbench, you can select the three parts down and then put them together like it's a COD Zombies crafting screen to make a weapon bag you can pick up and secure as loot. And honestly, it's one of the coolest things about this heist. I actually really like the idea that not just meth now is something you can build and loot in a heist. It's really cool. You can put a couple of guns together and get out with them as loot. It's just a really cool concept that I dig a lot. And what's even funnier and perhaps more interesting in a way is that pre-planning gives you the opportunity to secure more loot if you want to. There is an asset you can get that puts more weapon parts in the map as well as marking them, so it makes it easy for you to spot. So you could actually pay to have more weapon parts put in the map so you get more loot in the end. It is quite literally an investment in a heist. It's kind of crazy, but I absolutely love it. One thing I should clarify when I was playing this loud is that the weapon workbenches you use to build these weapons are the same workbenches that very early in the loud playthrough you strapped C4 to. I thought when you put the C4 on and you walked away it would automatically blow up and you wouldn't be able to use the workbench. Turns out it's not, I don't think, completely perfectly explained. The C4 doesn't blow up during the playthrough. You've left it on there, and once you've left the heist, in inverted commas, it's going to blow up. So don't worry about the C4 blowing up the workbenches. It won't do that while you're playing. And that's just one of the things I really like about this heist. The other thing, one of the other things I mentioned, is putting down a turret. You'll come across a turret in a white truck when you're going through the map trying to find the weapon bags to secure, and you can use it, disassemble it, move it around, and just have an absolute blast with it. I've got a couple of bits of gameplay that I'm going to put on screen. Basically, when I first came across a turret, I think you can get on it right there and then, but I didn't because I just immediately disassembled it by accident. So I spent a little while trying to find where to put the bags, and it took me about 10-15 minutes to work out what was going on because I was recording it at about 2 AM and had no idea what was happening. But you'll see from the gameplay that you have to take the 2 weapon bags that come out of that turret, secure them in a certain place, and then set the turret back up again. And then you'll have 200 bullets, not 250. It says 250 on the screen. Once you get to 50 bullets, it throws you off, unless that's a bug. Probably is. But you're packing one heck of a punch with fast-firing, armor-piercing rounds. Go right through shields, really easy to kill enemies, and genuinely really fun to use. I honestly love this turret, and it's another cool feature in this heist that makes it stand out. I know I keep saying this, but it truly does feel like Overkill are getting stronger and stronger with these revival-era Payday 2 heists. This is no exception. And the other notable thing I mentioned a little bit earlier was the use of a golf cart, a brand new vehicle that takes the speed of the Longfellow with the small box nature of the forklift. Let me tell you, this golf cart should not be anywhere near as fast as it is. I feel like I'm racing in Hot Wheels Stunt Track Challenge driving this thing around the ranch. Interestingly enough, when I was playing it, there wasn't any sound when I was driving. There was no engine, which again I'm thinking is some kind of bug. So for me, when I was playing it, it was literally just a silent golf cart driving around, crashing into people. In fact, I might just slide a bit of gameplay in here now so you can just hear it. Honestly, driving it around is so much fun. You can secure 2 loot bags in the back of it, and it allows for quick access around the map in most areas because it is a small and, I want to say, more maneuverable boxcar kind of vehicle, but it does crash quite easily. The steering is a little bit haywire in places, but that might just be me struggling to drive in a game that has a driving engine, but the driving has never been fantastic. We've all made that joke before, but you get the point. There's also a loot bag zip line, which I'm presuming is more useful in stealth because in loud it is just completely obsolete. I go up to the top of the barn, clip the bags on, and it glides about halfway down the path to the docks, and honestly, just getting in the golf cart and driving down will probably be about twice as fast. So in loud, not worth it. In stealth, probably that. But overall, it's a genuinely really fun heist. The gameplay, I think, lasted for me about 40 minutes because I just spent the time trying to get used to the map, and there's some things I still haven't found. You could pick up a hammer and put it on an anvil, and it told you needs to find a mold. I don't even know what that does. I didn't have a chance to get there because I was going around the map trying to find the mold and just couldn't spot it. Again, something I'll find on my Twitch stream later on, and it seems like there's just lots of unique things in this heist. Putting weapons together, driving a golf cart, using turrets. It feels very fresh, and I really like that about this, especially when, as we've talked about before, Payday 2 is not really getting updates for the sake of the game now, it's getting updates for the sake of making money for Payday 3. So it really hits home when the heists they're making feel like they're adding something new and fresh that isn't just, unfortunately, a cash grab. That's not shade to Overkill. We all know that's what it is at this point, but it's nice when that cash grab actually has something really cool to it. And more at the minute, the heists are starting to feel that way, and I'm digging it. But that's not the only thing this heist has to offer, because unique to this heist at the moment, and that will change later on, there is a new enemy you can fight in the game. Known as the US Marshal Sharpshooter, this enemy is a cross between a basic police officer and a sniper. Rather than perching themselves in an area you can't get to in the map with a sniper rifle and picking you off from a distance, these ones get in a bit more close combat. These enemies will try to take you on at mid-range, firing at you with a huge glint. You can see a very clear yellow line that goes straight towards you if they're going to shoot at you. It's very obvious right now. Might get tweaks down because it is a little bit in your face when you see it. And as you might expect, they're a bit of a glass cannon in the sense that they pack a huge punch with their guns, but don't offer much in the way of defense. They're quite easy to kill if you fire a few bullets at them. And they also wear a very distinct uniform you can see on screen now, this kind of camo US military type type thing that we haven't seen before in Payday 2, at least nothing this unique. So it does make them stand out both visually as a unit and also visually around the map via those yellow beams. It makes you very, very aware when that enemy is spawned in because you can't miss the beam and you honestly can't miss the outfit either. Overkill are testing the enemy a bit more at the minute, and so it's only available right now in the Midland Ranch heist. That will expand going forward based on the feedback players provide regarding the enemy type. So let Overkill know what you think and they'll adapt to the enemy based on your opinions, presumably with the end goal being to have him in every single heist. So all of that combined just makes this heist a really, really cool experience. So remember that this is the only DLC in this update. The Midland Ranch heist can be purchased on the Steam store now, or you can get the Midland Bundle DLC that includes this DLC, the McShay Weapon Pack, and the Southbound Tailor Pack, the whole first chapter of the Texas Heat campaign. And as I've said, you can win a code for it in the description down below, or try and win one on my Twitch stream tonight to get all 3 DLCs so far, in case you're missing any of them, especially the heist, since that has just come out. But that's the paid content. Let's talk now about the free content, and both of the items here, both of the sets I should say, involve you having a Starbreeze account. It's something I've touched on a little bit before. Starbreeze are trying to do their own kind of Activision account, I guess, for Call of Duty, where you can sign on and you get exclusive rewards. But if you have not created a Starbreeze account yet, don't worry, a link to the page will be in the description if you want to go over and make one. All you need to do is create an account and connect your Steam and Twitch profiles to it, and you'll be set for the 2 rewards you can get in this update. The first of which being the easiest one, the Prime Matter Anniversary set. For this one, all you have to do is just sync your Starbreeze account to your Steam account. When you log into Payday 2 on PC next, you'll have access to all of the content. And this whole set is designed to commemorate 1 year since Prime Matter's founding. Prime Matter being a studio that is a subsidiary of Koch Media, the company publishing Payday 3. But Prime Matter are the studio that are going to be kind of the ones involved with it, rather than Koch Media as a whole. So it's just kind of like a little crossover to acknowledge the publishers of Payday 3 in Payday 2. The items themselves, though, are varying from pretty good to not so strong. Let's talk about them. First off, the gloves, Dark Matter. These are kind of like the middle thing for me. I really like the design on them, but it's not my favorite part in the set. White gloves, nice little pattern going across the base of them. Really, really cool. I do like it. The mask is my favorite part though. The Primetime mask takes the Prime Matter logo over the forehead and does a really cool kind of almost base Payday gang heister pattern around it. It almost looks like the kind of mask a new heister might wear that's joining the fray of the Payday gang, and I quite like that feel. It looks really cool, nice slick design, I'm a big fan. But unfortunately, I can't really say the same about the New Horizons suit, which is the obviously base part of the outfit that you get from this crossover. I'm not feeling it. Personally, that's just me. You know, I'm probably going to be someone that you're going to disagree with here, but it just kind of looks like when you've eaten a bit too much at a roast dinner and you need to kind of slap a vest on to try and bring your gut in. But that's just me, personally. It's not the worst outfit in the game, just doesn't grab me too much. But I'm not really that bothered because the Twitch jobs make up for that. But it's not just the Prime Matter cosmetics you get from this crossover, you also get an exclusive heist track called Prime Attack. Something which, in my opinion, seems quite reminiscent of some of the OG Payday 2 tracks, but this time obviously composed by our current composer, Gustavo Cuchibio. The track is really, really good. This, combined with the heist track Trailblazers, are both 2 really strong additions in the soundtrack to Payday 2. I really like them. So one of which you get for having the DLC, and one of which you get for free if you link your Starbreeze account with your Steam account. So like I said, with the Prime Matter outfit, you just have to connect your Starbreeze account to your Steam, and that's it, you're done. With the Twitch Drops one, you need to have your Starbreeze account connected to your Steam and Twitch. That's the most important thing here. But let's break down what a Twitch drop is. If you haven't seen one before, a very, very brief explanation is sometimes games will have exclusive content you can get by watching that game being played live on Twitch. More recently, if you're a fan of Fortnite, the Vibrant Vibing emote was something you could unlock if you watched a participating Fortnite streamer at the launch of Chapter 3 Season 3. You watched a stream of half an hour and you had your Epic Games account connected to your Twitch, you'd get the emote next time you logged into Fortnite. It was a cool little way of getting something extra if you watch someone stream the game. I wonder how many people are going to be annoyed that I mentioned Fortnite in a Payday video, but that's how Twitch drops work. You watch a participating streamer and get some rewards for it. Sometimes it will only be certain streamers, sometimes it'll be all streamers playing that game. With this Twitch drop, all you have to do is watch a participating Payday 2 streamer for 20 minutes. I'll give the details on all of that in a minute, but let's first off look at the actual content you can get if you take part in this Twitch drop. The ranch hand gloves, some more brown textured gloves that kind of go more with the Texas Midland rancher vibe we're going for right now. We've got the Texas team mask, which is really creepy. I honestly really like this one. Bit weird, almost reminds me a bit of Duke's mask with a bit more colour to it, and then obviously the oil poured over the head. Bit creepy, really like it though. And then the Western chic suit, which to me is far and above the Prime Matter suit in my personal opinion. This one just stands out so much more. I love a good suit though. I am just very basic like that. I like a good looking suit. It works for me and I think it looks really cool. So you get all 3 of those if you watch for 20 minutes on any participating channel. But here's how this is going to work for Payday 2. So until Friday at 2 PM BST, that's UK time, you can only get these rewards from watching the Overkill Partners stream on Twitch. That includes myself, some of my other partners like Rob Thanatos, etc. You can view all of them by clicking on my Twitch profile and going to the Overkill Partners button. If you click that, it will take you to the team and you can see who's live in the Overkill Partners team and go watch one of them. Obviously, I'd like you to watch my stream, but if I don't happen to be live, you've got options. Once we get to Friday at 2 PM BST though, everything will open up, and anyone who has drops enabled and is streaming Payday 2 at that particular time will have drops accessible for their viewers. But again, make sure you ask the streamer if drops are enabled. Most streamers will just put it in their stream title. I certainly will do, but often drops are not enabled by default. The streamer has to actually go and click the button to enable them, and a lot of streamers don't have them enabled. All in all, this event will last until the 21st of July, so you've got a month to claim these cosmetics, but all you have to do is watch a stream for 20 minutes. But ladies and gentlemen, that is everything in update 223 for Payday 2. A new heist, a new enemy, and 2 new sets of cosmetics involving Starbreeze accounts and watching streamers play Payday 2. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it, and click that subscribe button if you are new around here, because it helps you stay up to date with all future Payday content on this channel, be it Payday 2 or Payday 3 for PC or console. I do really like this update. I think the heist is one of the stronger ones in recent years. I honestly really like it. Some cool, unique features to it, and I'm a big fan of the cosmetics as a whole. As I've said, there are certain parts I'm not as keen on, but I do like that they're just giving you more opportunities to get free content like this, so that not everything is locked behind DLC. But let me know what you think of all this stuff down in the comment section below. Make sure you check out my stream, as I've said, 7 PM BST tonight, and enter the giveaway to win the Midland Ranch Bundle DLC. All of that linked in the description down below. I'll see you all tonight for my live stream. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all very soon with another video. Until then, look after yourselves, stay safe, and I'll see you all soon.